What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Los Blancos Fan TV. Hopefully, everyone is doing well, as La Liga has confirmed its return date of June the 11th, with Sevilla facing Real Betis on a Thursday in 10 days, and Real Madrid will be facing Eibar on June the 14th on a Sunday, and facing Valencia on June the 18th, which is going to be on a Thursday, both at home, not at Bernabeu, but at the Di Stefano Stadium, which is where all the rest of the games will be played for the remainder of the season behind closed doors, of course. So that's good news, of course. La Liga is going to be coming back. Bundesliga came back a few weeks ago. Now La Liga is going to be coming back, and then it's the Premier League, and then it's Serie A. So we're getting more and more football back. So that's going to be good to see. It's going to be all about who can make the least mistakes, who can be the least rusty, who has the best fitness levels. Those are the teams that are gonna win the games, and hopefully Real Madrid do have superior fitness levels, superior, you know, least rusty, less rusty than Eibar and Valencia and the remainder of the teams they have to play. So obviously right now Real Madrid are in a title race with Barcelona. So that's gonna be very, very, very crucial for the remainder of the season, especially with Real Madrid as of right now in second place, not ending. They weren't really in good form before this whole lockdown thing happened. Losing to Manchester City, losing to Real Betis, etc., etc., losing to Levante, as you can see right there. Not really good forms. Hopefully, Real Madrid can come back and just, wipe the floor on these teams. That's what we need to see. With Eden Hazard coming back, Asensio coming back fit as well. That's going to be a boost for Real Madrid. On to some transfer news. Got some positive news and some negative news, I guess. The first thing we'll talk about, this is, I think, one that we all knew. This is coming from Josep Pedrerol. This is a tier 1 source. Everything he says is basically true. He's saying that Real Madrid have no chance of signing Pogba. I already said this. Real Madrid are not going to make any kind of big signings this summer. No Haaland, no Mbappe, no Pogba, nothing like that. So, and possibly no signings. We'll talk about that later. Now on to Tutto Sport. This is an Italian source. They're saying that AC Milan could discuss, a deal for Odegaard. They want him on loan with an option to buy, as they want to hold talks with Jovic as well. But Real Madrid have total faith in Luka Jovic. Real Madrid want Odegaard. They value Odegaard very, very highly. He's gonna go back to Real Sociedad on loan next season. There's no doubt about that for me. He's got another year at Real Sociedad. Why would he go to AC Milan? Why would he move leagues when he's already doing very, very well at Real Sociedad? So I don't see this one happening. I think this is a bunch of crap from Tutto Sport. So that one will just scrap that. This is coming from Marca. I'm not really the biggest fan of Marca, but I think this actually kind of makes sense, to be honest. They're saying that Real Madrid is bored. They plan for a summer without any signings, with financial restrictions, putting transfer targets on hold for now until the club, generates some money. Because, about a week and a half ago, Miguel Angel Ruiz, who's another tier 1 source, he said that Real Madrid's priority this summer will be to sell and loan players out. And Real Madrid, according to Marca, are looking to generate 150 million euros in player sales before they start buying. So that's going to be the priority. Are Real Madrid realistically going to generate that amount of money? Especially with teams suffering out there. The only teams that are really going to spend a lot of money, I don't know who's going to spend money. Maybe a couple of the Premier League teams, maybe. You're looking at maybe the Liverpool might spend on Timo Werner. Man City, they might spend. Chelsea might spend. I don't know about the Italian teams. It's going to be very, 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 interesting who spends money. It looks like Real Madrid are not going to spend any kind of money this summer unless they generate money. That's be coming from the likes of James Rodriguez, Gareth Bale, and whoever else Zidane wants to sell. But who's going to buy them players, especially on them wages? I don't really see Real Madrid buying anybody anymore this summer, really. Being very, very tough. Real Madrid were linked to Kai Havertz, very, very good player right now at Bayer Leverkusen, doing very, very well over there. I think he scored another couple of goals the other day. He's doing very well over there. Very well thought of. Bayern Munich, of course, interested. But this is coming from Christian Falk, a very reliable German journalist. He wrote that Madrid do have interest in Havertz, but there's no concrete negotiations. They're just looking at him. I'm sure every top team is looking at Havertz. Who wouldn't be? But there's no negotiations there. His price is about 100 million euros. Real Madrid are not going to be able to afford that, especially with what, unless Real Madrid are able to sell the likes of Bale and James, etc., and somehow generate 150 million. Because next season, according to Marca, Real Madrid are expecting to lose 150 million euros from playing behind closed doors. Since there's no ticket sales and all that stuff, they're going to lose 150 million euros. That's a lot of money. That's what they want to generate, 150 million in player sales to buy players, so in terms of Real Madrid buying players this summer, looking very, very unlikely. So with this squad right now that Real Madrid have got, looks like Real Madrid are going to have to head with the same squad next season. The likes of some of the players maybe we don't like, but sometimes we want to reinforce the squad. But it looks like from what I've been reading, from the feeling around Real Madrid, from the top tier sources, they're saying that unless Real Madrid generates some money, it looks like Real Madrid won't be doing much business this summer in terms of buying players. And in terms of selling players, how are you going to get rid of players like Bale and James when on big wages, and teams are suffering, teams are losing money. Who's going to want to spend money on them players, unless Newcastle United do some kind of crazy thing, they get that takeover and they spend on Bale and James. Obviously those two players are out of favor for Zidane. So I'm not really seeing a lot of business for Real Madrid this summer. I'm really not. From what I'm seeing, this is like a big churn. I'm not seeing a lot of business for Real Madrid this summer. I'm just looking at it and the season for La Liga and the Champions League. Obviously, the transfer window is gonna be open. Not much really there. Starting next season. That's basically gonna be it. I don't see Real Madrid doing a lot of business this summer. So I guess we're gonna have to wait till 2021. But that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.